Susan, as I mentioned, you're known as Australia's cyber cop. For our listeners who haven't heard your story, what does that title mean, and what have you seen on the front lines that make you the person we need to listen to about online safety?
Well, I was a Victorian police officer for 27 years, and in February 1994, a Year 8 coordinator at a school near where I was working rang me up, asked me to come up to the school to have a chat to some Year 8 girls, which in his words, needed the police talk. So that meant they were up to no good, but I didn't know what they'd done. And when I got to the school, he started to talk to me about the internet, and it was like, oh God, what is going on here? I had no idea about the internet. Interestingly, at university, I'd done a course that was writing computer programs. It was called econometrics, and I hated it. It was an early form of coding, so I can claim that now. I was, it's cool. But it was like, oh, really? And I said, why are we talking about the internet? Because I was expecting alcohol, drugs, shoplifting, underage sex. Like, that's the sort of stuff that I would normally deal with. And he said, no, these girls have been mean online. I said, really? Can you do that? That's not nice. And that's all I could come up with.
Wow.
What the girls had done is they'd had a falling out. In order to get back to the girl they didn't like anymore, they went online, visited an adult sex chat room and posted an ad. If you want free sex, please contact this girl at this address on this phone number. So we had to move that family into a motel and then a rental property for their safety, because we couldn't stop the stream of men knocking on the door looking for their 13-year-old daughter.
Wow. That's pretty full on.
And it's still full on today. Like, it's still one of the worst cases that I've been involved with. And it's now 31 years ago. And after taking that report, that sort of was like, oh, this internet-y thingy, which I didn't have access to at work because Victoria Police were not connected to the internet mainstream. And it was like, oh, I need to get my head around, like, is this going to be onslaught? Is it going to bubble away? Like, what's going on here? And surprisingly, because I'm not a technical person, it sparked an interest, and that interest turned into a passion. And I was very lucky. I was invited to America, where I trained with the FBI. I looked at the Dallas Police Department's Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force team. I've completed university courses in England and in America. And took that leap of faith. And left the police force in 2009. And, it was scary. And I went from having, not to fuss about money going into my bank account every fortnight to working out where money was coming from. But I had a great mentor in Dr. Michael Cargreg, the adolescent psychologist, who believed in me and told me that I was wasted doing what I was doing, because I had such a narrow focus in VicPol. And any police force, you can really only work where you work. You can't sort of work elsewhere. And I just knew that this was an issue, and I knew it needed to be addressed. So that's what I did.